Hello, American Patriots. Douglas Ducote here. I hope that when you're watching this video that you're having an enjoyable and blessed Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. Every year I put out a video about my personal feelings of this day. But due to a few changing events that took place yesterday, this one's going to be a little different. If you go back and you look at my past Memorial Day videos, you'll see that I guess my attitude, my vision, my thoughts were a lot darker. Being a combat veteran, someone that served in the Army for many, many years, I have buried a lot of friends. And that hurts. It hurts when you lose those that you serve with. I have watched through the years Memorial Day change into basically a party where people do not think about what the day is about anymore. And I've seen different media people that have gone out and interviewed teenagers that are having a barbecue or out on the beach partying during Memorial Day weekend and ask them what this day is about, and they don't have a clue. You know, to them it's just it's the start of the summer. You know, they're out of school, they're happy, cheerful. And over time, as Americans, we've lost track of what this day is all about. Especially when you open a newspaper or watch TV and a commercial comes on as we're heading into Memorial Day, and all these different companies are having Memorial Day sales. You can go get a car at a discount or a TV or a mattress. You know, everybody's got these wonderful Memorial Day sales. And in the past, I've said, you know what? Don't support those companies, you know, because they're trying to make money off the back of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. So, as I said, in the past, my videos have been more somber. I do believe that our school systems have not, they basically have failed when it comes to educating our youth about this holiday, this day, Memorial Day. So, for those of you or any of you that are out there watching this video that have any doubts about what this day is about, it is about our brave men and women that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. They have died on the battlefield, serving for you, the people of the United States of America, and helping to free those in foreign countries on behalf of the United States of America. It is a day that we remember our war dead. And not necessarily our war dead, but those that served that are no longer with us. That's what this day is about. Veterans Day, to me, has always been a happy day. It's a day when you say, Happy Veterans Day. It's to celebrate those that are living, veterans. Too often people say, Happy Memorial Day. You hear it all the time. In my past, I will admit that that was not something that sat well with me when someone would say Happy Memorial Day. It would automatically register in my head that they don't know what this day is about. I would say, how can you possibly, why would you say Happy Memorial Day? Would you go to somebody's funeral or family member that just passed away and say, hey, what a happy day? You know, oh, Bob's gone, you know, or whatever. I mean, that's how I looked at it. Okay? So it was always a somber day for me. I didn't look forward to Memorial Day. I grew up with a military family. I grew up a military brat. My dad served in Korea. He served in Vietnam. So patriotism was always instilled in everything I did, all of my education from my family. But in my era going through school, so was the holidays and what they meant. Anyhow, yesterday evening, Fox News had a Memorial Day special. Fox News host that many of you have seen on different programs that Fox News does, and I'm probably going to mess up this last name, and I'm sorry for that. Pete Hegseth, Hegseth. He sat down with military veterans, Marcus Luttrell. You may recall Marcus from the movie Lone Survivor, where he was the only member of his SEAL team that survived a very unfortunate situation in Afghanistan. His brother Morgan Luttrell, Chad Fleming, and Representative Adam Zingsler, and they discussed what Memorial Day means to them and other veterans-related topics, talked about the VA system and things of that nature. These are people that I look up to. These are true American patriot warriors that served with honor and dignity, and they have earned the respect of many, many Americans, and especially veterans, knowing what they went through. In Marcus Luttrell's situation, from the movie Lone Survivor, for those of you that have seen it, one of the helicopters, CH-47s, that comes in to attempt to rescue the team, the SEAL team, gets shot down. So here's my personal connection to that. I knew that crew. The flight engineer of that CH-47 Chinook was Sergeant First Class Michael Russell. And Michael and I flew many hours together in the CH-47 Chinook. We were both FEs in the Army, and he was a great, funny man, great soldier, wonderful guy to be around. He was always happy. He was a good family man, good husband, a good father. He was a joy. I'm blessed more today for having spent just the few short years that I did serving alongside Michael Russell. Well, when the helicopter went down, he lost his life along with everyone else aboard the aircraft, the crew and the SEAL teams that were there, the rescue teams that were trying to help out, trying to help rescue this SEAL team that was under fire and in a really bad situation. So I can't help but to look up to those that served in combat that suffered many injuries. Some of them lost limbs, many of them with PTSD, and I'm very thankful for them and their service to our country. So during this program, they were asked about Memorial Day specifically and how they feel when somebody says Happy Memorial Day. And they all responded pretty much with the same thing. And it was at that moment that it clicked with me. Not to be so damn down and sad when this day comes around. I mean, I literally, like a drum beat, a few days out from Memorial Day, have dreaded it because of all those that I've had to say goodbye to. But they said they're not offended when somebody comes up and says Happy Memorial Day. they're joyful for that because it is. They said, look, what would they up in heaven want you to be doing on this day? Celebrate in their honor. Have a drink on them. Go have a barbecue. Go to the beach. Have a wonderful time. Take the moment to think about them, but don't be sad. It's an all-volunteer army. We know what we signed up for. We know that we could go to war, and we know that we could die. And that's true. Some people sign up just for the college, or just for the education, or just to learn a trade they want to get in and get out. But they know, without a doubt, that they could end up going to war. And that they could die. And that in certain ways, it's an honor to, we're all gonna die, let's face it. We can't stay here, and to leave, we must die. But to go out as a warrior on the battlefield, fighting for the freedoms and the protections and the things that we love and we take so much to our heart, the things that make us Americans, to go out that way, helping to make and keep America a free country so that we can enjoy not just Memorial Day, but every day, the freedoms that we have here in our country. They said, look, how would you feel? Imagine that you're in their position. What would you want to be happening down here on earth? And then I got it. These are guys that have experienced as much, if not way more in some cases, pain than I have. And they're saying, this is a good day. And it's fine with them when somebody says, Happy Memorial Day. Well, I want them to know that watching that program changed my views on this day. And I get it now. I understand. So today, I woke up thinking about my friends that I lost, thinking about Michael Russell and many more, and going, I'm going to have a beer today, or maybe several, in their honor. And that it's okay. It's okay to give yourself the permission to have a happy, joyful time on this day, because that's what they would want us to do. So to all of those that were on that show yesterday that Fox News did, thank you. I personally thank you, and I do believe that there are other veterans that are in the same boat that I was in, that dreaded this day for so many years, that came out of watching what you guys said and it changing their feelings about this day, moving on for the rest of their lives. So, to all of you out there, veteran, active duty, National Guard, reserves, civilian, those of you that never served in the military, I personally want to say to you, and it's probably the first time in my life to ever say this to anyone, I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed, and happy Memorial Day. As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our Blue and Gold Star families, our country, our president. And if you haven't already done so, please go over to DouglasDucote.com and sign up. Many wonderful things coming in the near future that I hope you will join me with. Folks, have a wonderful and blessed day. And for now, I'm out.